And we're live. Welcome back to another weekly Couch Cat Stepping Party within SimpleMMO stream. I'm one of your hosts, Paizen, or aka Ryan, and I'm joined by fellow co-host Crazyfi, or aka Alan. And now the usernames are in front of the real names because that's who we become. Hey Alan, welcome to the stream.
Hello, hello.
Oh God! And tonight, we have a special guest from the SimpleMMO community. We have Owlic joining us tonight. Owlic, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to being like our official first guest from SimpleMMO.
Thank you. I just wanted to say, actually, now that you put it like that, where's my red carpet?
Yeah, man, it's not on the budget yet, but maybe next year.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, we'll have
right.
you next year with a red carpet. How about that?
Okay.
We'll
yeah,
have
that's fine. That's fine. I'll take it. But no, thank you for having me. It's if anything, it's an honor for me to be on here. I've been, like I said, like we were talking about a minute ago, I've been watching the streams lately and listening to the podcast. So I appreciate it for giving me an opportunity to talk about things and being more interactive with the community.
All right, thanks, man. And before we start the interview off, because we will be interviewing Owlic and Elysium's auction house. Alan, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm ready for this interview. Honestly, it was last week, actually, exactly 1 week ago, when Alec hit me up on Discord while we were streaming. I was like, hey, you want to talk about the auction house? I was like, fuck yeah, I do. So I'm excited about this. So yeah,
That's good.
That's
Dude.
right. It was exactly a week ago.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I don't remember. Oh, I was talking to Rippy. Because shout out to Rippy. Because Rippy was talking to me about his blog, and I was like, hey, can we do like a little thing in your blog? Like, I know you're just rebranding it, however you want to put it.
Yeah, relaunching it.
Yeah, relaunching it. There you go. And he was like, sure, yeah. And then he was like, you should reach out to Couch Cat. And I was like, duh. And then so you're streaming and everything. And fast forward a week later, here we go. But yeah, again, shout out to Rippy. If you haven't read the blog, you should read the blog. Not you guys, but the chat and everything.
Yeah,
I'm sure you
yeah,
guys.
not us.
Well, no. I meant like, yeah, you're not allowed to. Tell me to ban you. No, I meant more so. I'm sure you've already read it.
Yeah, no, and actually,
yeah, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he does. He's got a really interesting article that's pretty new, and it was a good read.
Okay.
We'll talk about it more later, though.
Sure.
This is your night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's good, Alan. Yeah, I'm excited too. I mean, thanks for asking, Alan. I'm doing good.
Oh, I never ask. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Just over here.
That's okay, Tyson. I'll ask. How are you?
Oh, good, man. Good. I've been chilling, working. I've been watching season 3 of Dota on Netflix. And also, I just learned that the Cyberpunk anime is live on Netflix, so I'll probably start that out and see if it's better than the game.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch. And
yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it was
very,
okay.
Very buggy. The game was very, very buggy.
Yeah, I made you the last mission, but never walked into the building, and like uninstalled it and just watched all the endings on YouTube because I was like, "What the fuck, man? I'm not doing this."
Right.
But real quick, before we jump into you, I just want to say hi to chat. I want to say hi to everyone that's here watching this live right now, and everyone who's going to watch this later due to the time zone difference. That's real here. And I see some notable names here like Pratt, welcome, Keebin, of course, our mod. He's our solo YouTube mod right now. We got Ubi, and we got Catchy and Shin, and oh my god, Maven and Catchy again. Ice calling Crazy out. That's always fun to see. And yeah, hey everyone, thanks for joining us. But I'm sure you're not here to watch Crazy and I talk. You're probably here to learn about Owlic and his endeavors. So I'm going to pass the mic to Crazy to kick this thing off and get it rolling.
Cool, yeah. I mean, Owlic, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into SimpleMMO and who you are in SimpleMMO and what you do in the game.
So, I guess I got into it initially. Has it been? I want to say 2 years. I found it on the Play Store, just browsing through games. Like we were talking about initially, text-based games and like browser games.
Yep.
I had found Torn, and I played it a little bit, and then found Simple on the Play Store. Yeah, it was April 19th, 2020. And again, it was different back then. I feel like it had, not that it has a super like big tutorial now. I feel like it didn't really have a tutorial or like how to play the game more so back then. It was more you had to experience everything by yourself. And I kind of really didn't understand it. So I played a little bit, like played a world boss. I died to a world boss because I was so like new to the game. I didn't really understand. Like I understood games, like, but I didn't understand like how to properly progress and like with equipment, and you should wait for drops, or you should go to the play market, or this and that. So fast forward a couple years later, found some other games like this, got more into like the browser-based games again and everything, and I re-downloaded Simple, understood that there was like a chat and a community more so, got into the Discord, got a couple levels. I think I was between like 1,000 or 2,000 or something, and started my guild Elysium. Got more like into the community, and here we are now.
What made you start a guild? Like what drove you to do that after coming back to the game?
Because it's the best mechanic in the game.
Yeah, Paisen's right. Yeah, because of the community, because I think that was more like a fun thing to do, was to keep up with people, to play at the same time, whether it be like, again, back then there weren't parties, but whether it be like you're stepping at the same time, or seeing that boost, or having like a Discord of people to talk to at the same time, or coordinating a raid, or coordinating a task. I think it's things like that, helping other players at the same time. Just basically the community aspect of it that makes it more fun. You're not just like playing a single player game at the same time. Like imagine, I know they're completely different games, but playing like, even for instance, Dark Souls. I don't know if you played Dark Souls,
Yeah.
but the multiplayer aspect of that, like, or Elden Ring, whether it be finding like clues or like hints that people leave and players leave, like breadcrumbs like that, or just imagine playing Elden Ring by yourself the whole time and getting slapped, and or
Yeah.
bringing like Paizen on, and having like a healer or like a magic healer or something like that. So kind of
Yeah, you
different
never-
game, but
Yeah. You never feel truly alone in those games with the hints, and especially the ones that don't lead you to trap yourself or jump off the cliff.
yeah, the meme
But the ones
yeah,
the ones that are like, hey, watch the corner, and then you're like, oh, there's a dude
yeah,
on the ground with a sword. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your guild, Elysium? Like, are you guys in the top 20, or where you stand on leaderboards? What's your purpose? All that jazz.
Are you better than
Actually,
Fly?
Yeah.
Let me first of all to answer that question.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, all
we'll
right.
get that out of the way. So friendly don't come for me. I love you. But we are 23. I was gonna say I haven't checked in a minute. We have 12 million guild experience, 12,700,000 guild experience. So we're coming up on Titans. I'd say pretty close. We started in April. I started the guild, and I really didn't expect much. I know everybody says this, that like goes like, oh, we didn't really.
Yeah.
But I really didn't. I didn't know what I expected, to be honest, at first. I had some mushrooms built up, like I had some gear built up that I had pulled from chests and whatnot, and like picked up. I would hold everything. What is it? Elite Plus. That's red or higher, and then I had a couple of people join. I had a couple of people offer like donate gold. Some people helped buy PowerPoints right away, and I think again, that also helps. Crazy you asked what brought me back to the game. The community. As much as people want to say, and by that I mean like how immediately people were willing to help. Like I would be like, okay, let's do a raid, and once we all like learned what raids were, people would be like, okay, like how do we put in PowerPoints? Immediately wanting to help. And as much as people say like video gaming can be toxic and whatnot, I don't think it is. Unless you like really put yourself into the community, at least the simple community. I love everybody I've ever met. I mean, we could be in a war with somebody the whole time I'm playing, but we can talk back and forth with the leader or whatever, like we're best friends. But it's just like it's just a game. It's just
that's different for us.
oh yeah,
Yo,
take it
fuck
that seriously.
Maple. Fuck
Exactly. Hey, they said it, not me. I think we have word Maple though. Now that you mention it. Yeah, so screw Maple. Love you. No.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
But yeah, it's the community, like people were immediately willing to help, and then like I got co-leaders, and like I had people in my guild that yell at me for putting gold in the bank. They're like, why didn't you ask us? And it's awesome. So I think I didn't really expect to anywhere to start with, but now, to be honest with you, our goal is at least top 10. I know it's a reaching goal. I know Alucard and I were actually talking the other day. There's guilds out there like Babel. It's nuts that they've risen this fast.
Yeah.
But I think that's a reasonable goal for us. I think we aren't that strict, but we do have like requirements. We like people to be active, but at the same time, the main thing we really look for is just people that want to hang out in Discord, people that want to be active in the game, people that want to learn, people that want to grow. Because to me, I think activity is just playing the game how you want. Like everybody always asks, how can you help the guild, or people ask me how can they help or what can they do. I think just play the game and just explore what you want to get into it, because I think if you come into the game and someone tells you this is what you should do and everything, and you follow that to the T, I don't think you're gonna have fun. I mean, that's nice to learn things, and I've learned a lot from the community. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely how you want to play.
Right.
What do you think about, real quick before the next question? What do you think about the mods though? What's your general opinion?
In my opinion, I think the mods kinda I think they suck, but that's just
Oh, Alex said the mods suck.
Pratt is definitely, well, Pratt's what advisor. Pratt's definitely the worst. There he is. Yeah, Ubi's the worst mod. If you want something done, do not go to Ubi. It takes like a week. It's worse than Mike. No, don't get me started about the developer. No, but the mods are great.
Even don't you
dare. Honestly, Ubi's probably one of my favorites. Ubi's great as a person, I feel like, but again, as a mod, he sucks. See, look at that. Immediately ban. See, terrible. Abuse. That's abuse of power.
Yeah. So, as Couch Cat, we struggle on acquiring members. How do you go about doing that? Can you teach us a little bit about that?
We don't it's a choice, all right? It is
excuse me.
A bona fide choice.
It's a lifestyle.
If we decided to change our choice, how can a guild go about recruiting new members? How do you guys do it?
If a guild wanted to be less cool and less exclusive, like Couch Cat is,
hire friends.
Yeah, hire people, beg people, and I will give you I will give you all father if you join the guild. No, that's the golden question. I think at the end of the day, just what I tried to do is, at least in game, I feel like outside of game in the Discord, I post more serious ads as far as like what we need or what we're looking for, but in game in the bulletin board, I kind of try and be like funny about it. Like I post ads like join us, or like I'll steal your cookie, or like join us for a cookie or something like that. I think I posted. So I try and be funny. We try and like wave and interact with the community if we see each other stepping, or like new people stepping. I mean, I've seen my co-leaders will talk to people all the time and like send out guild invites. But mostly like the bulletin board, I feel like a day post, anything longer than a day, I feel like it just gets lost in the sauce there. You post for like a day on the bulletin board and then just interact with the people that you're stepping with. But the real question is getting the like higher levels or the people that are active and such. I feel like I feel like it'd be so easy for you guys though. You're so engraved in the community because I feel like at the end of the day, that's what it is. Just being active in the community and just letting people know who you are and what you are and everything.
It really comes down how active we want to play the game. We want to talk to people in the game. So
Right.
in the beginning, we're like PvP, you know, screw all the low levels. Like we're gonna eat them up
Yep.
like for
Yep.
breakfast. And you could really tell like with my leveling and Kimchers, my wife, like we fucking all day. But now we're in that mode where like we just really want to talk to the community and advise the community. And play enough to know what we're talking about. So
Right. To be in the
you know,
meta.
Crazy Fi, he's got some ambitions, you know, like, oh, let's freaking PvP and you know, go top 20, and then he's offline for like a week. And I'm like, you know, dude, you baited me. I was in permasafe mode. Keeban undoes that for me because you know, mods and friends, you bribe them. But and then I get baited. So
Right.
that's the current state of Couch Cats Guild. But I mean,
Yeah, that's the golden question is getting those people. I think probably the easiest way is to pay like a mod or a high level person, and if they see like a higher level person in your guild, they want to be in your guild more so. Or like if they see that mod or advisor tag, so just bribe one of them. But not Pratt. He just killed me and said I waited 15 minutes for that stream snipe. Worth it.
dude, our chat is on fire, dude. Freaking Keevan Ubi. Now Hong's here. Welcome to the stream, Hong. All right. So thank you for the tips, Alec.
Yeah.
We'll be sure
taking
to
notes, Ryan.
we'll be sure
Yeah.
to. I'm the co-lead, man. What do you mean I'm taking
I need
notes?
you to step up.
Bro,
Exactly.
calling
My
just-
co-leads
card.
have stepped up. It's crazy.
Yo,
Yeah.
Alec. All right, stream's over. Thank you for coming. Like, hey,
All right, I'll see you later. Bye.
all right, man. So now we're gonna touch on what the clickbaity title's about, which is not even the clickbait.
Mhm.
It's the truth. It's the truth this time, guys. Like I'm not lying. I didn't get Ubi and Keeban to bash global chat.
See, at least they admit to
time around.
clickbaiting you.
Yeah. But Crazy Fi over here is gonna lead us into the auction house, which is our main topic tonight.
Yeah, so for those who are watching, if you don't know, Elysium has an auction house, and this is why we came together to do this interview, just to talk about it. So why don't you tell us how the auction house came about? Like, what drove you to create one?
So initially, one of my officers, Manny, he kept saying like it'd be awesome if the guild had an auction, or if the game had an auction chat, or if the game had like an auction house or something like that. And we've always talked about it. We've always talked about, oh, it'd be cool if we could do something. We have just like every other guild, a market, just text chat where you can where you can just post like I'm selling this and looking for this. So we thought let's expand on that. So we thought of things to do. We could do like threads, we could do different channels ourselves and whatever. We came across the shopping center. We saw like something similar that they have, like Teddy the bot that does that. So we thought, okay, let's do something similar. And again, the big thing at Elysium has always been like just the community, just getting people in. We don't really care if you're in the guild or if you're just hanging out. So we figured it'd bring people in an activity. So I found a bot. It was initially called, what did I tell you? It was AFTM Manager. It was, I don't remember what it stood for, but they just rebranded to Prize Master. That's the bot that we use. And with that, it posts channels for, and I can actually, we're probably getting ahead of myself, but if you want here in a little bit, I can share my screen and kind of show how it works. But it works kind of similar. We wanted to bring in the community, so we wanted something everybody could interact with. Anybody in the Discord can create and bid on things if they want to auction something. We have like a little key that one of my co-leaders kind of set up. So like if it's a celestial rarity or exotic, you can put like a letter in front of it and such. So I think the big thing was just bringing people in and giving people an option to shop outside of the game, because like I was telling Crazy, a lot of new players don't understand how the market works, and they go out and buy mushrooms from the player market or cheese from the player market, and it's super expensive, and they could have bought it for thousands cheaper at the NPC market. Or there's, I think the big thing that I didn't even really think about until recently was a lot of the, what is it, like the elites and epics and legendaries are kind of not useless, but like to a lot of people useless because we have celestials and things, and they don't sell on the market, or people don't need them because you have like equipment that you've picked up or something. But a lot of new players, that's like gold to them. They could use that equipment. You put it in the auction house for thousands less in the market. They bid on it and still get a good deal. We use that towards our profit in our guild, and everybody wins. So I think that was a big part of why we wanted to do it as well.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, who actually runs the auction house, right? Like, I know you're the leader of Elysium. Like, do you have your co-leaders running the auction house, or are you running it? Like, who's doing that?
Yeah, so the co-leaders mostly run it. King Canopy is my co-leader who mostly posts and runs everything. He floods the auction with a lot of them. He'll find things, like he'll even post like celestials and things. It kind of sort of runs itself, thankfully. After we post things, we can edit if we need to, like Canopy or one of my other officers, Up in Smoke, will edit a bid if something's wrong. Like sometimes you'll bid like 20 million, or 20 million instead of 2 million. So we'll edit that if we have to. When a bid does end and a item has ended, whether it's won or not, it'll post in its own channel under the category and have a ticket for it. So it kind of runs itself, but other than like just the little things, like I said, like editing bids and everything, that's mostly my officer and my co-leaders. Just because it was more, they wanted to. They wanted something to do. Canopy and Smoke love, I guess, playing the market or like being active and that sort of thing. So it's their fun thing to do outside of it.
Yeah, is it something that they're passionate about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, that's an operation. That's an operation. I've never heard anything. Like,
I
thought like when interviewing Darth Taylor, like just that blew my mind. I was like, what are you guys doing? This is a game. And now hearing you, like, you're like, oh man, Elysium, like we're just partying, drinking mimosas on the beach, and then suddenly you're like, now we have an auction house and we have a supply chain, and we have
that in and of itself is a game, and simple is playing the market, and it really is. Just the other day, Canopy was saying he was I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite for what I said about selling things on the market, but he was selling cheese. I think it was for just a little bit above what they sell at NPC, and making just some side money. And it's crazy that people don't realize that you could buy that from the item shop, or people don't realize the price of that celestial is 200 million, and they just accidentally listed it for 40 million, and you bought it off the market, or you haggled it, not even more. That's the thing, like, if someone's active in the game, don't buy it right off the market. Message them, haggle them a little bit. Not even haggle, just see if they're interested in a trade. Or, I mean, I guess it's haggling, but you're not just messaging them with the intent like, ha, screw you, I'm gonna steal gold from you. Yeah. It's more so just we're getting a good deal and everything, and that's all it is. And that brings it back to the social aspect of it.
Right. Because it's very human. Very human.
It is. Yeah.
Dude, it's like RuneScape. Like, you had to really, before you hit accept, you're like, listen, man, are you screwing me out of these lobsters? I don't know.
Yeah, literally. Actually, yeah, where did I see that? Someone posted an announcement, or I saw something, I swear it was in main chat or somewhere, that someone said, do not just start a trade and then accept it because you're gonna screw yourself. I swear I saw that.
That's RuneScape.
Recently.
That was RuneScape, man.
And I wonder if, I don't know if a model say yes or no, if anyone's ever asked Mike if he's ever been a RuneScape fan, and I bet you he played old school RuneScape, because this game in parts does remind me of a lot of RuneScape. But yeah, like you just said, Python, that you don't put that and then hit accept, you just screwed yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think RuneScape, especially classic RuneScape, it's hard not to be influenced, right? So
Right.
And you know, the auction house itself that Elysium has, and you know, even more guilds, because you know, the shopping center comes to mind, which is another big like auction house Discord. That's what's missing from you know, at least simple and most browser based, because
Right.
you know, when you see auction house, I think of WoW and Final Fantasy. Like I just think of like
Right.
even New World recently, right? Like they all have player, you know,
Right.
ran markets through an
Right.
auction
Yeah.
house, which good or bad, because you know, there's always, you know, you'll see it a couple times a year, like the market's ruined in WoW, and it's like, you know, a million views, but like um it is a very core part of MMORPGs,
Yeah,
which
it
that's my
is.
background. And you know, it's good to see, you know, communities like sub communities within SimpleMMO doing this. As
Yeah.
long, in my mind, as long as you're not trying to like, you know, do the gamble house or like really trying to be
Right.
seedy about it. And
Yeah.
if
And
you're
that's
doing it
what.
for fun.
Yep. And that's what we tried not to, for fun. Because again, for instance, we don't uh, charge tax. You could just post something and auction it. If no one wins it, no one wins it. No tax or anything. If anything,
Hmm.
we'll give you. We've been doing 150,000 kickback gold kickback for listing your first auction. So there's things like that. But yeah, I think like you said, community-driven things, markets, whether it be like a market or I don't know, anything, it definitely helps the game keep moving, because that's all we want to do is just be a community and, like you said,
Hmm.
add something else to the game. Someone asked favorite aspect of the game. I don't know if they were talking to me, I'm assuming. That's a good
I don't
question.
know. Maven Noise. She's got good like one-liners, but you don't have to. We can save that till
Uh,
later. We can save that till like
yeah,
the casual part after the interview.
but
I will say JM over there with Ultimate Online, dude. Same, yeah, for sure.
oh yeah, that's another one. Well, you mentioned uh and there's, was it Diablo, I think, got really crazy as far as
Yeah,
trading for money, was it their marketplace?
yeah.
So it's
Same with
just,
PoE. Same with
yeah,
Path of Exile.
exactly, yeah. I mean, there's even skins and knives and stuff in Counter-Strike. It's crazy how you can
Yep.
literally
I
turn
sold.
game.
I
Yeah, there
sold
you
a
go.
skin. I got a skin from a crate in Counter Strike, and I sold it for like $900, and then I quit
That's
the game.
nuts.
Yeah, I fucking
Exactly.
I made money. And I
Exactly.
was like, I'm
Yeah,
done.
I'm done. Yeah. Exactly. It's
It
crazy.
took
You can.
it took me 4 years to, you know, playing CS:GO
Mhm.
to get that rare skin, but I
I'd
got
say
it and I cashed out
400 or $900 in 4 years. That's not too bad for a
for like a
game.
$20 a game, you know. So
Yeah,
it's like, all
not
right,
bad. It's
yeah,
crazy.
TF2 hats, yeah.
Oh yeah, TF2 hats. Yeah. Team Fortress, so good.
Keep it. Ubi says I sold an item on the Diablo auction house for 10, I don't know, was it euros, and then
Pounds.
Keevan's like
Exactly.
I don't know.
pounds, and
I
then
don't know.
Keevan, shut up, Al. And then Keevan's like, well, that's how much I sold my soul for. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. See, I was right. It is pounds. Yeah. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Ubi, whatever.
So imagine I hear about the Elysium auction house, right?
Mm.
I'm a new player. What do I got to do to list my items on the auction house? How does that work? Like, can I, or do I have to have a certain role in your Discord? Like, how does that one work?
So when you join, everybody's given the simpleton role. But when you join, there, I thought you'd like that. You're
Yeah,
given
peon.
either a friend or like a guardian role. Guardian are the people in the guild, and then friend are just like regular people. That's just to, you either need friend or guardian to list something. That's just so people can't join and just start listing crazy things, or like bots can't rush the auction house or something. But once you join and we figure out you're an out friend or whatever, then you'll have or access to the auction house. The category will open up. There's a channel there called Auction Desk that has like all the information for it, the commands. If you'll, I don't know if you've seen like bots or slash commands now in Discord, so it has all the slash commands listed out, all the options you can choose, and then you'll type in there what you want to list. It'll be /auction, and then you can put the item, you can put a picture, you can put a description, and then it lists. It'll start its own channel. You can put a description and everything from there. But you just need a role, and that's it to get started. There's no middleman or anything. You can list whatever you need to.
Yeah, that's nice. That makes life easy.
Yeah, we try and keep it like, again, is it red is elite? We try and keep it like elite or epic or legendary up. We try and keep like, obviously not just like a common like sword or whatever, but people are smart. You can obviously they're not gonna list junk, but yeah, there's no real requirements.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I mean that's true. I haven't.
Do you want some
I should hold my
gauntlets?
tongue on that.
You want some?
Dude,
I hear
I
Ubi's in the
dumped
market
all
for
my
some gauntlets.
gauntlets.
No one really likes gauntlets. Like that's like the general
They're
consensus.
so junk. Even the celestial ones are just so trash. Like,
Alex
there's
says
legendary
gauntlets are junk?
ones. There's legendary ones that are better than celestial ones. I mean, I guess that's subjective on what stat you think is good and everything, but I feel like they're so terrible. But that's a whole nother video. I'm sure you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it just takes a simple role to get started. Other than that, you can, and then there's actually a role you can pick up in our roles channel if you'd like to be notified when there is an auction. So like when somebody lists something, there's a bidder role. If you'd like to pick that up, it pings whenever, which I think is nice. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty easy. At least I think so. I like to think so. Sometimes, obviously, the commands can get weird. So if anybody has help, we'll just list it for them, or excuse me, needs help, we'll list it for them. But
yeah. I mean, when you shot the link over to your Discord and I went and checked it, it seemed pretty self-explanatory. You have it really well set up, so
thanks.
it makes a
I
lot of
thought
sense.
so.
Yeah. Have you had problems with people trying to abuse the auction house at all?
No, I don't think. No, we haven't had problems with people like trying to abuse it or anything. We've had problems just with, I'd say, again, another topic for a video could be slash commands in general. I don't know how I feel about them. They're nice, but they can be kind of confusing. We've had problems with just people just trying to be like, oh, well, what do I do again? Other than that, but that's just like obviously, you just have to learn Discord, because I get it's not secondhand for everybody, so. We've listed things for people. Other than that, no. Thankfully, we haven't really had any problems.
Well, that's good. I guess it speaks to the community in some aspect. Yeah.
I think so too. I agree. Again, I've never had a problem with anybody I've met in the community. Everybody's awesome.
Yeah.
Then
knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
You look at our stream chat and our mods are unhinged right now.
Exactly. Except for the mods. Yeah, they're the only ones that suck. No.
Yeah.
I get out of stream today. I could try and chat. You are banned.
Yeah.
Slander.
Yeah. So what have been some of your greatest like failures and successes from the auction house? Like what things have you learned while running this?
Don't sell anything.
Yeah, don't sell anything. Hoard everything. Add all your stuff to your collections. Even your Allfather, add it to your collection. Don't use it. No. Failures, I'd say, I'm not sure. Like I said, maybe some issues here or there with people like learning the bots and all that.
Do you expect anything? Like if something were to go wrong, maybe that's better for, at this time in the auction house. Like, what do you foresee going wrong, if anything?
I'd say maybe new players listing things that maybe aren't as auction friendly. By that I mean
like sticks?
things. Yeah, just like junk, I guess, if you want to put it bluntly.
Dude, how dare you, dude?
How do you tell
sticks are
someone
the cream of the
how
crop?
do you go? Yeah, how do you go about telling someone, "Hey, man, listen, you
sucks.
Auctioned off trash. We're going to take it off." Like, how do you go about that?
That's the thing. I don't know if you just quietly we can as mods, we can end the auction. So I don't know if you just quietly end it and they just like notice Discord one day, like, hey, what the hell happened to my stick? I don't know if you do it that way. You're like, I don't know.
It was the
No,
bot, dude. It was the
yeah,
bot.
exactly,
Bot
man.
went
That
wrong.
messed up.
Sorry.
Oh man, I'm not sure. Try and put it in advertisement chat. No,
Would
I
you
don't know.
ban? Would you ban people if they tried to sell our couch cat item? Like just asking for a friend. Like,
Oh, definitely.
could I pay you to ban?
That I feel like is definitely a banned item. Other than that, you can list whatever you want, even trash. I don't. That's a very good question. I don't know. I don't foresee any real like issues or anything. I could see maybe if someone gets salty or whatever, listing just weird items. But no.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. Successes. I feel like we've had people get pretty good deals from the auction house. I feel like we've had we even kind of turned that into our giveaway bot, so that works a lot easier with giveaways. We can it does its own like little middleman for that. So I feel like it's helped us in general as far as like getting exposure out there and helping people get decent deals. The problem is just getting our name out there, and I guess it's not as streamlined as it can be. Like for instance, if you are into auctions, as a heads up, you kind of have to watch it. So if it's gonna end soon, you have to kind of notice, because it doesn't ping you if someone outbids you. You kind of have to check if you're outbid. So I guess in that way, it's kind of which the developers working on like quality of life, things like that. So I guess it's not as streamlined. I guess that would be like a failure downside of ours. But again, I feel like hopefully everybody understands we're doing the best we can, and I think, at least I feel like everybody's happy with it. I think it's definitely turned into something I think we're all proud of.
Yeah. Do you guys do you see a lot of like custom items go through the auction house at all, or is it just your traditional like regular items in the game?
Definitely just the traditional items in the game. Like for instance, I'm looking right now, we have a plague carrier up, broken shield of 1,000 gods up, and a what is it, Akron, however you pronounce that, the celestial armor. We have some like legendaries, and we have actually a ton of celestial stuff in there. It's more so just that I'd like to get custom items or personal items, or even like it'd be cool if someone wants to come in and like we get like an artist that wants to do something like giveaway or like do an auction on a sprite or something.
Yeah.
That would, something like that would be sick. But no, nothing yet. Hopefully soon.
Do you want to hedge against inflation?
Yeah.
Invest in art. Thank you to our sponsors at. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that? Have you seen that? Like that art seller. It's like hedge against inflation. Gold doesn't cut it. Crypto doesn't cut it. But now you can buy pieces or stake in art. It's like,
no,
oh,
I haven't.
Man.
But now I want to, because that's
No, don't
man.
do it,
People,
man. Don't.
no, the things that people. I was actually watching. Just a little tidbit, not to get sidetracked. I don't know if you've watched Disrupt before on YouTube. I've watched him before, and I watched another CoffeeZilla. He did a video on his channel. He was basically offering people to invest in his channel, and to become like investors in the channel, basically, in his content and all that. And the way he put it was basically he just wanted people to pay off his debts. And
Oh my God.
And it's crazy, not to get super sidetracked, but it's like you said, Paisan, my point being, it's crazy the like, what am I trying to say, the investments and like the opportunity people will offer, and like you said, art to hedge against inflation. Like, it's art, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to invest into the Elysium auction house,
But yeah, if you want to put all your gold in the Elysium
private
auction house,
message me on
yeah.
Telegram. You want
Exactly.
to give away.
Yeah. Yeah. Check the YouTube comments. You've definitely won that giveaway.
Yeah.
Sorry, crazy. We definitely derailed you.
No, you're good. You're good. It's all good. I don't mind. It's
all
keeps
right.
the interview authentic.
Next question, sir.
Yeah. All right. Out of curiosity, do you know the highest amount of gold an item has sold for in your auction? house?
Ooh,
That
that's
is
a
a
good
very
one.
good question. I want to say, I don't know if they're still in the chat. I noticed like Mag, one of my co-leaders, Mag, do you know the answer to that question? That's very, I want to say maybe, let me check the receipts while I'm looking. I'd say maybe a couple 100,000. I'm not, or a couple, excuse me, a couple 100 million.
Okay.
I'm not sure. We have, this one's 10 million, 100 million.
Damn.
Not too expensive. But we've also had a lot of giveaways too. I think that helps. But yeah, I'd say a couple avatars I see. Nothing too expensive, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Mag says a couple 100 mil.
Yeah, I'd say I want to say maybe highest 200, maybe 300 mil.
Damn. Okay. I wish I had that type of gold.
I know, right? Oh, I didn't win it. I couldn't. Yeah, I went broke. Buying all my gear and uh buying some keys. Which
Oh no.
I now am I'm getting some
Why, dude?
buying
Are you a
keys. We
key?
have
You're
a oh
a
no
key
no no.
buyer?
We have we have one of our members. I don't know if he's still in here. I think I saw him, Trizzy. He's always like, oh, I'm broke from something. He sent a screenshot of his gold and his diamonds the other day, and he said that feeling went after you buy keys. And I said, no keys. So I yell at him for buying keys. I think they're a waste. I just tell him to simulate buying keys and look how bad it can be.
Yeah.
That's Elysium's next project. It's gonna be like a recovery channel for key buyers. Like
Yeah, key
welcome-
rehab.
yeah, key
Yeah.
rehab. There you go, man.
Yeah.
Trademark it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ubi, you buy a shit ton of keys sometimes, right? Like I'm pretty sure I've seen you go off in chat and like
That
get
sounds like
nothing.
an Ubi thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Buying keys
Buying
is so
key-
gross. You've done it. I know you've done it, man.
Yeah, he does.
Ugh.
So what does the future of the auction house look for Elysium? Like, you guys got any plans for it?
So I think we do want to do like custom items and stuff. We definitely want to take the profits, and what I mean by profits is right now, for instance, what Canopy and Up in Smoke will do is things that they step and come across, or things that they pick up in chests, or things that they like get and whatnot. They'll list on the auction house and then put that profit into the guild bank. We definitely want to make more of a profit so we can go out and buy celestials to list ourselves. So we
Right.
definitely want to put more things like that on the auction house. We definitely want to get like I said, custom items and things in there. And have more functionality in the bot. Like I said, hopefully we get things like which the developer is working, I feel like, pretty steadily on it. Pinging when you get outbid. So but I think things that we can control is just get more traction and get, I guess, more worthwhile things in the market in there. As bland of an answer as that sounds, we just don't have any short-term goals other than just, I guess, traction. Because
Right.
why list things in there if we don't have anybody to buy them or at least bid
Yeah.
on them? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean you got
makes
competition,
sense.
right?
Oh
And
yeah.
bringing up shopping center. I mean that's a pretty
Yeah.
snazzing Discord, you know.
Oh yeah, no, I think and shout out to them and Ted and
Mm.
everything that they're doing there. By any means, we're not trying to outdo them or anything. We're just offering the service that I feel like we can offer. But they're doing an awesome job with I don't know if you've checked it out with the forums features that Discord launched that they can do as a community server. It's awesome. Forums I feel
Yeah.
like have definitely made it a lot better for them and their bot. But yeah, we do. We have some competition, but I'd like to think that we're doing a decent job
Yeah.
with what we
Yeah.
have.
At least you have something, you know, you have a big competitor to at least constantly compare yourself to, and you can go, oh, you know, you can keep kind of align yourself on a track and
Yeah, and
move forward that way.
that's definitely what we tried to do. And I wanna, like I said, shout out to them. I wanna to think that in a good way, because like you said, we definitely, obviously, I'd say, I don't want to say modeled it after, or if that's a bad way to put it, or it was inspired after Shopping Center and things we wanted to
Yeah.
do. I like how it makes its own channel for the auctions and things like that, like before forums that they used to do. So that was definitely a good inspiration, because it helped us get an idea of what we wanted to do,
Yeah.
and
There's nothing wrong with that.
made it easier for everybody. Yeah,
Yeah. And
I'd agree.
yeah, again, shout out to Hug Ted. Everything he does is amazing. Besides his bot that constantly calls me out for leveling once a day. Like, what the
Yeah.
what the fuck, Ted? You
Yeah,
want
I
to
know.
fight? Like, stop, dude.
Right?
Come on, man.
But he does. We actually, I guess, not to. We actually have a, you know, the raid thing that they did in Discord that they do every now and again. Like the raid boss that they'll do exclusively in the SimpleMMO Discord. We have something like that for our guild. We call them uprisings, and we will spawn like a boss in Discord, and it'll track your steps in NPC kills, and then it'll kill the boss, and then whoever kills it, we give out rewards based on like the top 10 and everything. We want to do like a little guild shop, but that's another thing. But yeah, we even have that. Actually, Ted built that for us. So yeah, Ted's awesome.
Damn, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a good segue though for like the last question. Talking about the other different auction houses and stuff like that. What actually sets you apart between the two?
I think,
or in the others.
One of the big things is we don't have taxes. Everything you list is tax free. We don't charge anything. Again, if it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. We have, I feel like, a really active Discord in general. I feel like people come in and chat in there a lot. We have an active guild that's always looking to buy things. So I feel like activity, maybe it sets us apart. Organization, I feel like we do a pretty good job of it, but I feel like we are underdogs out there. I feel like when we go to list something, it's for a fair price. We're not trying to list. I mean, heck, when we list things, most of the time we're really screwing ourselves, and we just want to get things out there. So I feel like maybe us being desperate, I guess, helps as far as to put it blunt. No, as
Elysium,
wanting
we're
to,
desperate.
Yeah, basically, we want you, but no, seriously, no. But I think just the no taxing, having a great community out there that's willing to like help and everything. That's always again, not saying that other people don't help, but I think that sets us apart. But to be honest, we're just a bunch of people that like looking at the market and like listing things ourselves, and whether it be like buying other people's stuff. I mean, sometimes we've even had, like, I've had my co-leaders buy stuff from that people auction, and then like put some of the gold in the guild bank, or just like whether it be to upgrade their stuff. So I mean, we actively use the auction itself. So I think that kind of helps, that we're like ingrained in the thing that we're making. But what I was gonna say is we're just a bunch of people. I mean, we really don't not that we're not trying to, but stand out or anything.
You're
I think
you're like the friendly neighbor next door with an auction house
exactly.
in the backyard.
Exactly. Yeah. We have a lemonade stand outside to attract the people, to make them look good, and then we whisper in their ear, "Hey, there's something in the back."
Okay, I don't know about that pitch,
No,
So, whoa, dude! I
exactly.
thought I was just coming for some lemonade, and
Yeah,
there's
and
Yeah.
then
red pants.
now
There's
there's
an
a
auction house. And
now there's a big tent with a guy with a robe that checks everybody out when they walk in. No, no metals. We have a metal detector. No firearms or anything. But yeah, no, that's like you were saying in the beginning. We just want to add an extra tool for everybody to use and come hang
yeah,
out and outside of the game,
right.
because
And
I think the
oh
community
no,
definitely
yeah,
makes simple.
hmm yeah, for sure. And I was going to say like, uh, you were saying like what separates you, like the underdog thing, and just like being humble and friendly. It's like it's really
Hmm.
hard because like there's a lot of friendly people in this game.
Sure.
Um, but at least you're creating a space that amplifies that, right? So
Right.
if someone's a new player stumbling along, or maybe a player who just wants a change of pace, now they have Elysium to discover,
Right.
and that's always a good thing. There's more good things in the game to discover, so that's always a plus for the community.
I'd say. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And that's why it was so. Excuse me, so hard to answer, because it is so hard
Mhm.
to stand out in this community in a good way, because there are. I mean, heck, there's people like Gift Genie, whose name is
Mhm.
literally Gift Genie, and whose point in this game, it seems like him or her, they've made it seem like, is to literally just help other people and gift things. And you've
Yeah.
got Ajid that comments on everybody's profile, and I'm sure gives them gold or some food or whatever. It's so hard to top this community, because, at least in my opinion, and it seems like you guys would attest to it. I mean, obviously you have the mods; they suck. They're just whatever. Um, but this community is so hard to top, because it's so great. You have so many
Mhm.
people that, I mean, you can ask in chat, "Hey, what's this thing? What does this do?" Like, I've
Yep.
actually, one of my experiences coming back was, I was asking about a collectible, like, where do you find this again? And somebody said, oh, it's just a random thing, it's a random drop. And then I refreshed my notifications, and then they've sent it to me just as like a nice thing, So
Yeah.
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 Everyone is there's a lot of cool people, but Santa still goes down as like one of the worst OGs. Like just hey Santa, oh that's cool. He's gonna give me a present. No, you fucking
Yeah,
PvP me every day.
every day. Yeah. I
Rest in
don't think
peace,
I've
Santa,
been.
wherever you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that was before my time, but I've seen on his
Dude,
profile that
the
they
down likes oh my god.
Yeah.
Uh
yeah.
well, that's a good answer, Alec. I'm sure when people see this interview or watching the stream now and don't even know who you are before the stream, I'm sure you've been very pervasive, persuasive. So
Thanks. I try
yeah.
and be cool with everybody, and treat them how I feel like the community's treated me.
Hmm.
We hope everybody likes the auction house. Again, like you said, I don't know if you're posting the whole thing, but as soon as you join, when you do get the friend or guardian role, whether you're in the guild or not, you'll see the auction house category pop up, and
Yeah.
then everything you need within it. If you do need help, let us know. But yeah, I think we hope you like the auction house. I think we've done a good job with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Crazy over here, he's got all the links, so he'll hand them over to me, and I'll make sure they're down in the video description when this video is over. Crazy did an awesome job with this interview, and Alec, we thank you for reaching out to us. And Crazy has a blog post version of this interview that will drop, and it's just as good as the vocal thing. You know what I mean? But
Probably
yeah,
better.
that
Crazy just has a way with words.
yeah, great.
Nah, man, like this
It's
has
like
been a
a
great interview. This is like a amazing like first interview. Like, thank you for being
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
amazing. Like,
Thanks.
keeping
No, thank you guys for having me on. Seriously, like, when I sorry, Paisan, I know you're gonna say something, not to cut you
oh,
off.
finish. Yeah, go ahead.
When I first initially reached out to Crazy, and he was just immediately like, yeah, let's do it. I was just like, awesome. Like, I feel like, not sound like I'm kissing you guys' butt or anything, but I mean it when I say, like, I feel like I'm talking to, like, not so, I guess celebrities or however you want to put it, because it's cool to meet somebody in the community that's doing something like that and to be able to talk on it and everything as well. I have a question for you guys. What do you think about the library and the new recent updates? Do you like it?
That's a great question.
Are you gonna write a book?
I reserve my my opinion for content purposes.
I'll speak mine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's your IP, dude. That's your brand.
Dude, I thoroughly love it. I love the idea. Like
Yeah.
I've been bitching about having like no trackable lore in the game for a long
Yeah.
time, and it's perfect. It's like that. I never saw this coming. That's for sure. Like I didn't think, oh, a library would be a great idea. I think it's a refreshing way to do lore in the game.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think the library in general is cool. I think it should be gold, not diamonds. We need another gold sync, not diamond sync.
Yeah.
And I do think it's kind of, I hope it doesn't turn into Mike's cop out for lore, because I feel like it's going to be. When I first read what's the one he wrote, Mortem, I think, I was like, okay, he's gonna just cop out for lore. Again, I don't know. I think Mike reads these, but Mike, I love you, but come on, put lore in the game. Don't be lazy. I know. Come on. I love you. Stop being lazy. But no. And I do like the new items. I'm kind of sad and stuff because now I don't want Allfather. I want one of the new ones. I was off to relook at the database, but it's awesome in general. As much as I like to tease Mike, and I think we all do, I think he does a good job in general. I know he said after the April Fool's thing about no more big updates and all that. I feel like he's still done big updates. The stepping revamp with parties, the library, the new items in the game.
Sprinting.
I feel like sprinting, which I love sprinting. I know people have a love-hate relationship with that. I don't think anything's wrong with it. I literally used my mushrooms last night to sprint for an hour. It was so much fun just sitting there and literally with worship and all that. I think it was at 50%. That was so much just flying through sprinting. So the new quests, hopefully I'm crossing my fingers and toes and literally everything. I'm hoping we get a new town, or at least a town rework. I'm so tired of raiding in Everwin. So I think he's doing a good job. Ubi, if you're listening, go tell Mike to get off his butt and no, I know he's busy and I know he does a whole lot, but tell him to get off his butt and add more content.
Oh my god. Well, with
this
that,
way I can bash him and you guys don't have to. I got you.
Yeah, we'll just get blacklisted.
Exactly. No, Mike. They're cool. No, he does a good job. All kidding aside, he does. I think so. It's a great game. I love Simple.
Awesome. So before we cut the stream tonight, we have some teaser information that we want to throw at you and some things to quickly go over. But before we move on to that section, Alec, you kind of pretty much did like a feral, monologue. But is there any last shout outs you want to give?
No, I don't think so. Other than
screw my guild.
But no, definitely to Elysium, and thank you. I know, was it Mag? I think a couple of people I saw jump in. Thank you for hopping in the chat. But definitely shout out to Elysium, my co-leaders, for running the auction. It's been crazy to see. Like I said, heck, Mag at first, when she first joined, was kind of more like casual about it and getting into the community, and not to call her out, has got her more into the game. So definitely shout out to the community and the people in Elysium, and even like the friends we've made. There's been a lot of like Marchamond have joined the server recently. Shout out to the whole community for definitely keeping it more interesting, keeping it more fun and everything. And shout out to you guys. Thank you, Crazy and Paizen, for letting me come on and talk your ears off and rant for an hour about absolutely nothing. But no, shout out to the auction house. Definitely, if you're listening to this live or watching it later on, come check it out. Even if you don't list anything, come bid, come say hi, come give us feedback. If there's anything that you see, I guess this is what I'll end on. If there's anything that you see in the auction house, or if you're interacting with it, as a community, you guys interact with it more so than I do. Let me or us know if there's anything that we can improve on or do moving forward that would make it easier, more fun, or anything for you guys. So, yeah, definitely. Thank you, everybody, especially watching this, for checking out the auction house and checking out Elysium.
Sweet. Thanks,
Yeah.
Alec.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right. So before we go, we just have some quick things to share with you. Besides the interview, we've been working on some things in the background and some tangible things, hint, hint, without actually saying it right now. I mean, that's pretty good. And we have some big news that we'll eventually be able to announce to you this fall, because we're technically not fall yet. So I can say that. So this fall, we have some big things moving. Should be interesting. Should be exciting, actually. Crazy and I have grinded a long time to get to this point. And it's going to be just so awesome to share it with you when we can. But we can't share it now because we don't want to go to Mike jail. And we also want to, our final teaser, we want to tease, we have a super special guest for next week, next Thursday at 7 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time. Of course, we do the stream twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, same time, 7 p.m. US Eastern Standard. But Alec really kicked it off with an awesome interview for us. And the next one's just going to be even better. It's not going to be an interview, though. It's going to be more of a casual chill sesh. And but you'll love talking to this person because we love talking to this person. Hint, hint. And moving on, we wanted to give a shout out to our friend No-Chan. He's having a pro legacy party on the 18th of September. He's giving away like over, I think he said 1 billion worth of items. So if you know No-Chan, that's kind of funny to say, and you're a friend of his, definitely check it out. We have a blog post at our website, couchcatpod.com. You can go to the blog tab and you'll see it there with all the details. Another thing, Alec actually did a pretty good job doing this for us early on, but big shout out to Rippies or Riptide or Rip. You know, he's got so many freaking names. He relaunched his blog and he has a really good post. I mean, they're all really good, but there's a recent one titled 20,000 Steps in a Day interview with Disdain, who is also a friend of the show, a friend of the crew. Go ahead and check that out. And he's also got a giveaway going on, so I'm pretty sure it's still going on. So give that a check too. It's in the details are in the official SimpleMMO Discord.
Giveaway just ended.
Yeah,
and it just ended. So there you go.
Ended.
So you can
Yeah,
dream. You can dream about that.
Yeah,
that
you
giveaway.
can. Yeah, you could think about it. But
So that
shout
means
out to just this is actually in Elysium right now.
Oh, so you know what that means? I didn't win. I didn't win the giveaway. So fuck.
Well, you can think about it. That can be your dream tonight, is that you won the giveaway.
Yeah.
And that's all I got for you. But one thing, Ubi, if you're still here, gosh, I hope you're still here. Ubi, we've had this burning question since last stream when I was solo and I didn't ask you. Did you do all the art for the newest items in the game? And while he answers that, hopefully we get an answer. If we have an answer, we'll bring it up next stream. But that is the stream. Like always, go to couchcatpod.com for all of our content, all of our social media links, and our Discord server link. And if you enjoyed this interview, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and checking out all of our other videos that are not streams, because we do a lot here. And Ubi just says "uh-oh," so there's your answer. Maybe he did it. Maybe he did it. Crazy. Do you have any parting words before we jump out?
No, I just appreciate Alec coming on. You were amazing first interview, so thank you for setting the bar real high. So it's been great.
Yeah. The next your next guest has some competition. If they get a red carpet though, I'm gonna come for it. No. But yeah, no. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Thanks, Alec. And real quick, Ubi says he did the 2 best in slot sets, so the Silius and the Ryzen set, and also the Cold Bright Sprite. The rest is Mike packs. Okay.
I like Cold Bright. Cold Bright looks sick.
You heard it here first. But yeah, that's it. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to all the regulars, and thank you to all the new people coming out. Check us out tonight. Thank you to all the Elysium guild members who came to support Alec on during his interview. And thanks to everyone who's going to watch this in a different time zone when it's not live
Yeah.
and still enjoy it. Boost those numbers. Elysium, please boost our numbers.
Yeah, we'd love to have you in the server. Don't listen to Reddington. I don't hold everybody hostage. That's his department. No, he's got him locked somewhere in our basement. I don't know if you'll find him. You'll have to come join the server and find out. No.
And Keeban, and special thanks to you and the only mod Keeban, probably.
Exactly. The only mod that matters, Keeban, not Ubi.
Yeah.
Love you.
But we'll talk about our own mods later.
Yeah.
We should give Couch Cat Mod some more love, and
Yeah,
thank you tonight for. I don't even know if you guys muted anyone. I don't know if you guys were so unhinged. I don't know if I should thank you, but that's it. That's all I got. Peace out, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
See you.